Time, put me in, coach. Today we are talking about Oklahoma City losing by 73 points. Wow, that's embarrassing. We're also going to be talking about LeBron James and health and safety protocols. Wait a minute. He got those tests done, and what did the results say? LeBron James is back. He took a test to prove it. The point guard, CP3, being the MVP conversation. Is Dame time over in Portland? Well, we're going to talk about all of that and more. Before we get started with this show, I need you guys to do me a huge favor. I'm looking to hit 1,000 subscribers before December 31st. So please hit that subscribe button and let's get on with the show. So, number one, we're talking about Oklahoma City losing to the Grizzlies by 73 points. First, somebody should have got fired, cut, or traded after that type of performance because it was a very average game. Nobody really had like 50 points, but the entire Grizzlies squad was able to put stats on the stat sheet, which they just had that great of a game. But for Oklahoma City, it was a struggle. It was pretty damn ugly. So I expect somebody to be fired. Something needs to happen. This is also embarrassing. The superstar for the Grizzlies, Ja Morant, he was not there, and they blew him out by 73 points. That's a huge deal. Now, something moving right along, LeBron James. He said that something was fishy, and I definitely agree. He wouldn't got that thing done. So if he got that done, then how is it that he ended up in health and safety protocols? And this was following the celebration where he grabbed his you-know-what, and he got into it with Isaiah Stewart. This was following all of that. Plus, he also criticized the NBA for suspending him. LeBron James is back because when he's playing, the team chemistry is much better. I don't know if this is a real stat or not, but I heard that he took eight tests to prove that he is good to go. He should not be in health and safety protocols. And as a result of that, they released him from those protocols. Now, I'm looking forward to seeing what Russ, AD, and LeBron are going to do. Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns. Somebody needs to be in the MVP conversation from this team because it is hard to have an 18-game winning streak. I don't care no matter what time of the season it is, 18 wins is 18 wins. Devin Booker is hurt and Chris Paul is still leading the charge. The point guard, Chris Paul, is averaging numbers similar to Steve Nash when he won MVP. So I'm looking forward to seeing Chris Paul's name in that MVP discussion. We're talking about Damian Lillard in Portland. I think it's coming to an end. I've actually been on the side that he needs to go ahead and leave the Trailblazers. They're a middle of the pack team, which is the most dangerous position to be in. If you're the superstar on that team who wants to win a championship, you're not going to get out of the middle of the pack. And they're now paying a luxury tax for CJ McCollum, Damian Lillard, and Norman Powell. All players that are not really elevating you to that level, which is championships. So Damian Lillard is going to have to leave, or CJ or Norman Powell. Something has to happen. Also, Neil O'Shea got himself into some trouble. So now the Portland Trailblazers are going to have even more distractions piled on top of what they're already dealing with. Damian Lillard and Anthony Simons are actually injured as well. So this might be that time for Dame time to get out of town, because if he sticks around, it's going to get even uglier. And he's on the other side of his career. He's on the side where starting to see a decline. Now, the decline could be injuries, because I always say players should not play through injuries, because if you do, you run the risk of injuring yourself even more. But people in the media, people like myself who are watching the game, are going to be constantly saying, well, what's wrong with that guy? He should be out there playing great. He should be playing phenomenal. He just went for 60. But when you're dealing with injury, it's hard to move, let alone play a competitive basketball game. I'm looking forward to see what the Trailblazers are going to do. If you haven't seen my previous videos, go ahead and check them out. Where would you guys like to see Damian Lillard go if he is traded? And if he's not traded and it's CJ McCollum, what players would you like to see come in? Players would fit well with Damian Lillard if they had to trade Norman Powell or CJ McCollum or both. Comment under below. Other than that, I'm going to see you guys on the next episode. Peace.